June, I will be turning 20 years old, and looking back, I realize that I've spent the better part of those 20 years in various classrooms, verbally and non-verbally interacting with a medley of characters, such as classmates and their families, my teachers, kids from other schools, professors, principals, counselors, and those who really run the schools, the secretaries, the lunch ladies, and the janitors. Through both positive and negative consequences when communicating verbally and non-verbally with those individuals, I feel I have learned an adequate set of communication skills. Today I am communicating to you through technology, a very recent addition to learning techniques, and will be delivering a speech about how communication is extremely important in my projected field, psychology. After hearing my speech, an understanding will be had about why excellent interpersonal skills are needed in psychotherapy, and why empathetic and collaborative techniques when giving counsel work best in a psychotherapeutic setting. As a senior in high school, I was enrolled in the Health Occupations program at the Four Rivers Career Center, hoping to eventually become a nurse. I always knew I wanted a career in which I could help people. As my first year of college rolled around, I took my first psychology class at UMSL. The more I learned, the more I realized that this was the field for me. The fact that nursing courses were also hard helped me too. But I had just assumed nursing was my course. I had no idea what I could even do in the field of psychology. I still have some exploring to do, however, helping people through therapy or counseling is very appealing. According to Psychology Today, all of the top 13 qualities to look for in an effective psychotherapist involved an advanced skill in verbal or nonverbal communication. Number 1 is possession of a sophisticated set of interpersonal skills. In other words, to be an effective communicator. Communication is important in all aspects of life, as supported by Maslow's hierarchy of needs, in which the top 3 out of 5 needs relate to interaction with society. Ainsworth's strange situations, in which an infant's temperament is measured by their interaction with their primary caregiver. Harlow's monkey love experiments, in which monkeys prefer the simulated affection of a terry cloth mother rather than a wire mother that supplies food. And Albert Bandura's research, which concluded that being part of society and learning to communicate effectively are vital to proper development. However, communication has been called the social matrix of psychiatry and psychotherapy. The social matrix refers to the association between the small system relationship of the psychotherapist and their patient and the larger system of the patient in all areas of their life. That is to say, that by discussing seemingly mundane things with the patient, the doctor can then distinguish the patient's views on family, community, and past experiences, and their values, belief, character, and personality. Communication is the lifeblood of psychiatry because without it, it could not exist in the same medium as today. Every shred of knowledge a psychotherapist has learned in the 8+ years of graduate schooling comes down to using effective interpersonal communication skills to explore the conscious and subconscious of the patient's mind in order to assist them. According to a study published in Counseling Psychology Quarterly by Vernon Bizays titled Therapist-Specific Communication Styles and Patient Resistance, an analog study, it was proven that empathetic and communications are those that were collaborative or involving the patient in their methods were more effective and more likely to resonate with the patient than those that were indirectional or disengaged. For those who are yet skeptical to the importance of proper communication in the field of psychiatry, let them be reminded that the problems diagnosed and treated as psychopathological take their roots in communication, or the lack thereof. Psychological problems are recognized by the 4 Ds of abnormal psychology: deviance, dysfunction, danger, and distress. Deviance implies anything that is abnormal or going against social and cultural norms, therefore acting out of place in society. Dysfunction refers to behaviors that interfere with regular functioning. A behavior that is distressful is if it is upsetting or otherwise affecting to the person or observers. These behaviors are monitored and judged through methods of communication, and many are deemed crazy or not crazy by those limiting definitions. Communication is forever entwined by our thriving race. Anywhere and everywhere you look, there is an exchange of ideas or opinions, a deliverance of information or a story. An interesting quote by Charles Dickens expresses humanity's great desire to communicate and interact. A wonderful fact to reflect upon is that every human creature is constituted to be that profound secret and mystery to every other.